Hey everyone, yeah, we're in the middle of Golders Green Crematorium. I've just showed you that area where William Lloyd Webber in section 3T is buried, but just in case any new viewers haven't gone and watched my previous videos, I've got many from here actually, but just to give you a quick overview, right at the top there, around the garden section, Peter Sellers' plaque and his rose, where his like these, where his ashes have actually been interred, is buried up there. Inside this building are all the sort of famous graves, you know, Anna Pavlova, the ballerina, Lucian Freud and that, but because of vandalism and that, you need special access. I don't know if it's this building or one of the others, but you have to seek special permission to go inside, and of course you'd have to go during the weekday when those buildings are actually open. But let's go down here and have a chit chat. Oh yeah, and up there is the bench for Mark Bowen, and that his plaque is literally right down the end of that gazebo and on the right on the wall, along with many other famous people who I'll give you a quick glance at the end of this. So let's go and walk, shall we? There we go, guys. Sorry about the weird angle. Turns out that my selfie stick is not as long as I thought it was, and that. So yeah, as you just saw, I just found this quiet, secluded place behind that like gazebo bit with the lily pond. So I'm like right at the entrance now, and I'm gonna just do this. Is going to be a bit of a chit-chatty video, kind of, because as you can see in the title, get that out of the way might help, and that you can see in the title that I've labeled this separating fact from fiction at Golders Green Crematorium. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to finally put it out there here, made much sense, because there's quite a bit, well, I imagine there's other people that this is relating to, but I am wanting to bring up about certain people that mostly findagrave.com, it's not usually Wikipedia, it's usually Find a Grave, and that have listed people that have either been cremated here and then their ashes have been taken away, or that more most of the time it's more, oh yeah, they're at Golders Green Crematorium, and I've been, you know, really happy about that. But the one thing I always do, just because I always want to know which section they are, because all the time whenever they do that, they never put the section of where their ashes were you know, scattered or interred, like I just showed you on another one, and that. So what I do is I always email the office, and then they can tell me where their ashes were actually scattered in here. Right, so this is why I mean separating fact from fiction. So the first person I'm going to bring up, and apparently they have had this inundated with them several times. The first person who findagrave.com says that they were presumably cremated here and then they were scattered here, and it's not true, is Enid Blyton and that and everything. As far as I recall from the email, because I remember asking them this quite a while ago, he wasn't Enid Blyton, yeah, it was a man, wasn't it? Or was that, oh god, oh, I'm going to hit controversy now. Either way, as far as I know, Enid Blyton was not cremated here and was definitely not scattered here. So whoever did that that Find a Grave page, they need to take it down. I have messaged them about it, but as usual, do they ever reply back to you? No, on these sorts of things. The other person is Dame Maleficent Fawcett, who was a big big activist in the suffragettes movement, and that she died quite a while ago. I haven't got her date with me at the moment. No, I did just check, but I haven't. I'll flag the year and the date of when she when Maleficent passed away. But no, I found out that she wasn't, her ashes wouldn't, she wasn't cremated here, and also she wasn't scattered here. So that's another one. Although I do believe that Wikipedia have actually said that oh no, wait a minute, sorry, I've got that wrong. No, she was cremated here, that's right. But her ashes were taken away by her funeral directors, and unfortunately there's no info of where her ashes were scattered. But here's something that a lot of people were not aware of that I do want to correct. Oh, seriously guys, I'm sorry about the low angle on this. And that was her daughter, Philippa Fawcett. I will give more information about her because she's not as famous as her mother, like at the end of this and that, but she died on the 14th of June 1948. Now, no one knew that, yes, presumably because her mother was cremated here, she was cremated here, and that, and more importantly, her ashes are scattered, well, as they say, dispensed of, out on the... Now, you may think, well, why did you not show us a specific section on this? Because, like I just said, 14th of June, 1948. So, I think that's quite early for cremations. I mean, I forget when cremations first started in this country, but I don't think it started more than like maybe the late 20s or the early 30s. I think it started in this country. I don't know how long this place has been open for, but that was still quite early. And the reason why is they know she was scattered or dispensed of here because they told me in an email. But unfortunately back then, of course they would have had all the land that they've got here, but they didn't have a formal grid system like they do now on the croquet lawn, you know, where they sectioned it off into, you know, I think there's 4 dispensing sections, and then of course there's the you know, the block sections, like I showed you earlier, like 3T, for example, or one of the others. And then, so she is out there, but unfortunately that was before the grid system was in that, so they don't have a record of where on the property she actually is. But that is something we can add back to the history books. Philippa Fawcett is actually resting here at Golders Green Crematorium. And the last but not least famous person I'm going to highlight here is Carmen, I think it's Sylvia, isn't it? The actress that played Edith in A Low, yeah, I did contact them about it when I found, once again, that findagrave.com said that she was here. They don't have a record of cremating her here, and she was not scattered here. So wherever she was cremated, presumably cremated, because, you know, she had a grave, then I think that might have been, you know, more widely known, if you know what I mean. Although sometimes people do have private graves that do stay anonymous for a long time, and that's their choice. So yeah, so I hope that does get out there in some capacity and everything. So hopefully that separates a bit of fact from fiction at Golders Green Crematorium. So thank you very much, guys. From me, Sharona. Take care.